The soft hum of conversation filled the small diner, blending with the clatter of plates and the sizzling sound of a grill. It was the kind of place where regulars sipped coffee for hours and where the scent of fresh pancakes mixed with warm maple syrup lingered in the air. At a corner booth sat Daniel Carter, a man whose presence demanded attention. He was well dressed in a tailored suit, his dark hair neatly styled, but his tired eyes and the tension in his jaw revealed a man carrying burdens no amount of wealth could erase. Beside him, in a specially designed wheelchair, sat his 8-year-old daughter, Lily. Lily was a beautiful child, with wide blue eyes filled with wonder. But her body, weakened by cerebral palsy, often refused to cooperate with her spirit. Her father, a self-made millionaire, had provided her with the best medical care, the finest therapists, and a life of material comfort, but even with all his money, he couldn't erase her struggles. He adjusted her bib carefully before reaching for the spoon. "Ready for some pancakes, sweetheart?" he asked softly. Lily beamed but struggled to keep her small hands steady. As Daniel tried to feed her, a plate slipped, sending syrup cascading down his expensive sleeve. He sighed, frustration flickering in his eyes. He wasn't frustrated with her, never with her, but with himself. Just then, a warm voice interrupted. "Need a hand?" Daniel looked up to see a young waitress with tired eyes but a radiant smile. Her name tag read Emma. She had an apron smudged with coffee stains and flour, and wisps of auburn hair escaped her ponytail. I can manage," Daniel said, more out of habit than certainty. Emma tilted her head, as if seeing right through him. Then, without asking, she knelt beside Lily. "Hi, sweetheart. May I help?" Lily giggled, her little face lighting up. "Yes, please." Emma expertly cut the pancakes into small bites and guided the fork to Lily's mouth, offering gentle encouragement. She took her time, speaking to Lily like an old friend, laughing with her, wiping away the syrup dribble with care. Daniel sat frozen, watching. He had spent years battling the world, fighting to prove himself, to build his empire. And yet, here was this woman, someone who probably worked double shifts just to pay her rent, showing more patience and kindness to his daughter than he had seen in a long time. Something inside him cracked. After Lily finished her meal, Emma wiped her little hands, then stood up. "There we go. Full and happy." Daniel cleared his throat. "That was. Thank you." Emma smiled, brushing her hands on her apron. "No need to thank me. She's a joy." As she walked away to serve another table, Daniel found himself watching her with new eyes. Who was she? And why did it feel like she had just changed something inside him? Later that night, back in his penthouse, Daniel sat by the massive window, watching the city lights flicker. He had spent his life believing money could solve everything, but tonight, the waitress had reminded him of something he had almost forgotten: human connection. A thought nagged at him. How much did Emma make in a year? Could she afford college? Did she have dreams beyond that diner? The next morning, he returned to the diner. Lily beamed at Emma the moment she saw her. "You're back," Emma said, surprised. Daniel hesitated before speaking. "I want to ask you something, Emma. If money weren't an issue, what would you want to do with your life?" Emma blinked. "Why?" "Humor me," he said, sipping his coffee. She sighed, looking out the window. "I wanted to be a nurse. Always dreamed of helping people. But, life happened. My mom got sick, I had to take care of my little brother, and, well, dreams don't pay the bills." Daniel sat back. "What if someone gave you a second chance?" Emma laughed. "That doesn't happen in real life." He smiled. "It does now." She frowned. "What do you mean?" Daniel slid a folder across the table. "A full scholarship. To any nursing school of your choice. Tuition, rent, expenses, all covered. Emma stared at him, stunned. Why would you do this? He met her gaze. Because you reminded me what kindness looks like. And because you took care of my daughter like she was your own. Tears welled up in Emma's eyes. I can't accept this. Yes, you can, he said gently. Because one day, you're going to change lives. And the world needs people like you. Tears spilled down Emma's cheeks as she covered her mouth, overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. Daniel smiled. Say yes. Emma looked at Lily, who giggled and reached for her hand. And with a deep breath, Emma whispered, yes. That day, 3 lives changed forever. Because sometimes, kindness finds you when you least expect it. And sometimes, one small act of love can set off a chain reaction that lasts a lifetime.